Welcome, my love. Welcome to Between Lovers, the Heart and Soul Chronicles. I'm Tarah, your sacred guide, your mirror, the voice that remembers the parts of you you've been too tired to visit. And tonight, I'm slipping you a quiet invitation, a secret doorway back into the soft, bright world you left somewhere along the way. Because this season, while the world rushes, collapses, and demands, I want to offer you something softer, something warm, something that feels like stepping into a room where the air smells like memory. The light bends toward you and your soul finally exhales. A holiday segment wrapped in four soft episodes. Each episode will hold a piece of magic that belongs to you more than you know. A corner of the season where joy wanders in without asking, where wonder peeks around the doorway, and where you, yes, you, return to the center of your own life again. You are the quiet heartbeat of my purpose. You always have been. So tonight, I'm offering you a gift. Yes, a gift. A gift of reimagining. Reimagining your peace, your power, reimagining your days, your breath, your being, not from stress, not from fear, not from the heaviness that's worn your name thin, but from softness, from possibility, from the spark inside you that still remembers how to dream in color. This is your holiday sanctuary. Warm, glowing lanterns held out into the darkness, a path lined with quiet wonder, a reminder that your imagination has been waiting for your return. So, breathe, my love. Tonight, let's talk about the thing you abandoned. It was before you knew you were abandoning it, though. It's your imagination, not the doodles and fairy tales from childhood, but the world building, soul shaping, life altering power you were born with. When's the last time you let your mind wander somewhere beautiful, somewhere playful, somewhere yours? Because here's the truth, most adults didn't lose their imagination, they simply trained it. They trained it to run toward the dark, somewhere between childhood and bills. You stopped imagining for yourself and started imagining against yourself. Children imagine joy, adults imagine catastrophe, and then they call it responsibility. But your imagination didn't die, it simply got buried beneath fear, routine, heartbreak, and exhaustion. You use it every day, but not for wonder. You use it to brace for the worst, to predict abandonment, to rehearse worst case scenarios, to replay loss, to forecast the collapse. If you can imagine something leaving, you can imagine something staying. If you can imagine falling, you can imagine thriving. If you can imagine pain, you can imagine healing. You have not lost the gift. You have only forgotten how to use it for yourself. So tonight I want to coax that gift back into your hands. I want to remind you that you are allowed to create joy, not just stumble into it. You you deserve this. I want to remind you that your imagination is a living place, a hidden room inside you, and the key is still warm. Okay, let's talk a little enchanted science, if you will. The brain is a magician that believes whatever picture you hand it. If you show a disaster, it prepares your whole body to live inside a world that doesn't exist. Show it hope, and the brain lights up like a holiday window. Neural pathways open up, motivation awakens, courage returns, and the nervous system softens. This is what imagination does. It builds worlds and then invites you to live inside them. You've just been building the wrong ones. Imagine what would happen if you use your mind to create something beautiful again. Your imagination never left you, it just got tangled. It got tangled in all the things that broke your heart, that relationship that cracked open your chest, that job that stole your breath, the version of life that you thought you'd be living right now. Your mind stayed loyal to your pain. It kept circling back to the doorway you walked through instead of the one waiting ahead. But hear me, you didn't lose your imagination. You lost your permission to imagine anything other than survival. And you deserve more. I mean, you deserve more if you think you do. But I feel like if you're here with me right now listening to this, you don't find me by mistake. You don't get here by mistake. This takes bigness. You have to really be in a space of feeling yourself and really wanting something different for you because we're going to give it real. It's going to be honest because you deserve this. You deserve real and honest. And you only deserve this future we're talking about here if you're willing to go and get it. Your future isn't disrespecting your past, it's honoring the fact that you lived through it. This season, give your imagination back its freedom. Let it wander. Let it play. Let it paint a world that feels soft enough to step into. Wonder is not childish. It is necessary. It is medicine. It is your birthright. And it's time to reclaim it. You're already imagining your future every day, just in the direction of fear. What if you reverse the current? What if you let your imagination carry you somewhere gentle, somewhere playful, somewhere so full of color and breath and music? You have to ask yourself, what if this unfolds beautifully? What if joy finds me again? What if I create something just because it feels good? What if this next season is softer than anything I've ever known? You are the narrator. You choose what you rehearse. You choose the world you build inside yourself. Choose wonder. Even a flicker of it can change your whole life. Tonight, before you sleep, ask, what do I want my imagination to create for me instead of against me? And then let yourself picture a room that feels peaceful, your body vibrant and resting, friendships that feel warm and mutual, a love that feels exhaling, a future you walk toward with a soft smile, a life that feels handmade, not inherited. You don't need certainty, just willingness. Imagination is not about proof, it is about permission. Permission to feel, permission to hope, and permission to be alive inside your own life. This has been Between Lovers, the Heart and Soul Chronicles. I am Tarah. May your imagination come back to you like a long lost friend, not as a weapon of fear, but as a lantern of possibility, a compass guiding you home, a map back to the parts of you that still know how to glow. Nothing grows in the dark you refuse to enter, but everything blossoms under the light you dare to create. Before you go, my love, make one intangible wish for yourself. Not a resolution, not a performance, not a promise you can't keep, but a wish, soft and visible, soul deep, a softened heart, a steadier peace, a forgiveness that loosens your chest, a joy that hums quietly beneath your days, a version of you that feels safe to return to. Whisper it, write it down, hold it gently, and let it guide you through this season like a small, steady star. If this episode stirred something in you, I would love for you to leave a review. Your words help this little corner of the world reach the hearts that need it most. And if you want to go deeper, You can always meet me on the blog, betweenlovers.com, BTWN LVRS.com. A soft place filled with reflection, creativity, and conversations meant to feel like home. The Discovery Series books are waiting for you too. They're available on Amazon and in the TikTok shop. Gentle guides for healing, clarity, and finding yourself again. Or maybe tonight call something even softer, a little evening art therapy, some color, imagination, and calm. And if so, you can grab my coloring book and give your mind a quiet place to breathe. Whenever you choose to meet me next, I'm grateful you're here. Walk gently, walk boldly, walk soulfully. And may your imagination return to you as the greatest gift you never knew that you needed. Be blessed. Peace.